In this video, I will try to explain what's happening with the lumber prices, why OSB, all the lumber products across the board skyrocketing, and why it has such a devastating effect. Let's try to dive in and understand why prices are so high. I love the internet. Recently, I have seen a lot of funny memes about plywood and lumber cost. Contractors been making jokes about cost of plywood, but it's not that funny if it's costing you a lot of money. A lot of contractors actually losing jobs, losing money, losing profits, because not always you can pass your cost to the consumer. If you already have a contract and you guarantee the price, you have to build that house, build that basement, install those floors, replace that roof. If the price isn't writing and you guarantee it, you will be there on a hook. And I remember days when we offered 3-4 plywoods at no cost, and now those 3-4 plywoods cost you over $50 when back in the day it was $8. So what caused this price increase? Many people think it has to do something with the COVID, with the 2020 being crazy year, and it is, but we have 4 major reasons, and those reasons are not directly affected to COVID. It's mainly because what after effect of COVID. There's 4 main reasons. Number 1 is being supply and demand is completely out of sync. Many people are predicting housing marketing to crash, and we got complete opposite. So housing marketing actually kept growing. If you look at any statistics, any numbers, we're building more houses than ever. People actually investing in building homes because they want to stay home and they understand that new rules are here to stay for a little bit longer. If you have a smaller house and you want to upgrade, market was so short and people decided to build. You also have very low rates. Everything contributed to building more homes. But we also have a second reason. Do-it-yourselfers also been on the rise. People wanted to remodel their houses and they literally rushed at Home Depot and Lowe's to buy a lot of lumber. And when you have that demand increased, the supplies were limited. And as a matter of fact, Lowe's reported 30% gross sales revenue increase, but 68% profit increase for Lowe's. Other big box stores, they all reported huge profits, huge increase in sales, and lumber has to do a lot with it. So not only we're building more, but now we have homeowners who are remodeling their basements, building their decks, doing those additions because they stay home. But also you have Texas damage. We have literally ice storms and ice dams in Texas, so a lot of roofs needed to be replaced, a lot of properties been damaged here. I'm literally sitting in a hotel room in Dallas, and all around the perimeter drywall has been removed. Why? Because they have a flood in this hotel. So it affected everyone, it affected entire country. So when you have such a big demand and not enough supply, what do you think is gonna happen? People in the middle, those middlemen, whether it's big box stores, suppliers, your SRS, your Beacon, your ABC Supply, they're middlemen, but they're also entrepreneurs. What would you do when you have a lot of demand but not a lot of supply? Organically, you would want to raise your price. You don't want to give it away for free because you also want to stock up. You want to buy as much as you possibly can because price keeps growing. You know, as a business owner, that if you buy now, it's almost like buying Bitcoin at this point, because you know you can predict that next week is going to be even more. So suppliers, housing, army, everybody started buying more. I recently read an article that Army has purchased like some $500 million worth of plywood. Why? Because they have projects and they also did not want to overpay. So middlemen, they're also entrepreneurs. They're in business of moving materials, and you know, welcome to capitalist country. When you have a capitalism, everybody trying to leverage supply and demand, and in this scenario, you can't really blame them. They're not doing it because they're greedy. They're doing it because competition is doing it. We have to be smart about it. If you're the contractor, if you're the homeowner, you have to be smart about your contract. What are you putting in writing for those materials? Because in the case like we have today, if you have a lot of contracts that guarantee the price without potential increase of material cost, you will also be losing a lot of money. So as a result, a lot of contractors already on the hook. A lot of contractors losing their profits just because of 1 or 2 items in those bids, whether it's lumbers, whether it's plywood. So you have to be smart. We have to learn about it. Price essentially will go down. Supply and demand will level out. More people will get in the space, and I don't want you guys to worry about it, but I want you to be smart about it and stop giving plywood away. Comment below how much are you paying in your market for plywood right now. Comment below if you even can get it, and how did it affect you? Are you installing OSB or plywood? Funny enough, last year we did a video about plywood and OSB, and we have this big debate, what is better? But today, I don't think the debate is relevant anymore, because it's not what's better, it's what you actually can get. So comment below, I want to know what's going on in your market. Where are you buying your plywood or OSB or your lumber? I promise you, it will go down. We might need something major to happen to the economy for that to be, but as of right now, of time of making this video, pricing still keeps going up. I wonder how high they will go, maybe to $70 plywood. Hard to predict, but if you don't have this problem, if you stocked up, I want to know why did you do that? Because for years people have been debating me that we as a contractor should not stock up our materials. It's not smart investment on our part, and I always was the guy who always have 3-4 plywoods in my warehouse. So it's all I have for explanation. If you have a solution, if you have interesting story about plywood, I want to hear it from you in comments below. See you guys in the next video.